Alright, let's do something a little special tonight. We're not going to look at guitars, but we are going to check out this smart guitar from Enya. This is the Cyber G smart guitar, and it's the only smart guitar that contains a keyboard module like this. If you're not a keyboardist, you can actually remove this module entirely and replace it with something else. So in this video, let's check out what the Enya Cyber G smart guitar can do and if it's the right guitar for you. Let's go. Hello, my name is Sheng Li and welcome to Guitar Street. And if you're new to the channel, this is where I share gear reviews for interesting equipment like the smart guitar and guitar lessons, as well as some of my live performances. So today we're gonna check out the Enya Cyber G smart guitar, and let's just start by powering it on. Okay. So it powers on with a very nice ring like this, and just very quickly, the way that this works is just by pressing this, you already have some sound. Okay. So instead of having to play something on the right hand, you don't have to. With the Cyber G, that's how they design it. So when you press something, it already plays. And on the right hand, you can stop it over here, and on the right hand you can play a melody over it. There's actually quite a lot of different functions, and I will just demonstrate them as I go along. So the app looks like so. It's called the Enya app, and when you first connect it, you can select what color is your guitar. So mine's black, so I'll just go ahead and do that and click connect. And it connects actually quite fast, very fast in fact. And you can already see over here, there's different presets. And presets are just like templates, so you can set them so you can access them very quickly. So I'm just gonna go to preset 1, preset 2, preset 3. And over here you can see that they can choose the type of sound that they want. So this is flower bed. And this is Far Away Wanderer, so something different, right? Very, very cool. And I think what I like about the Enya Cyber G is that there's a lot of instruments that you can play. So on the right hand you hear, this is the 古筝, but when I click into here, take a look at how many different instruments there are. The flute, right? Or even something crazy like 二胡, like a So they have a lot of different, even electric guitar, right? So there's a lot of interesting sounds that the Enya Cyber G offers, and I think this is what makes it most interesting. The other thing that I found out was that they actually have another sound that you can access. For example, on this note over here, and I believe I'm on the C, right? Over here, if I press it just a little bit more attack, so you actually have, you could do something like that, like a crazy, right? So very, very cool. And just now what I was doing over here is I was using this knob over here that you see, and this allows you to change the key. So watch. As I turn it up, there's a visual indicator over here. When I turn it, this tells me that I'm in C sharp. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, it's just going up in pitch, right? So, for example, over here, and there is this button over here, which is why I told you there's a lot of different settings, and I just hope in this quick video you can get a flavor of what's going on. So when I click this, my keys will follow the key that I set in. So meaning to say, this is a C, but when I press this, this now becomes a C sharp. Because we're playing relative note to the key. And I gather that I've lost some of you already, but but stay with me. If this is not on, then this is C no matter what key you're in. Okay? But if this is on, then this changes with your key. So let's go back to C for now and do the rest of the demonstration. So I'm not a I'm not a keyboardist by any means, but I love playing the 古筝. I love this sound. This sound. And I'm just gonna try to play you something, okay? So here's what I would do. You can press over here to stop, by the way. I can first set the tempo that I want. So I'm thinking of a melody like dun 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 something. So there we go, I've set the rhythm. If I want it to be faster, I can go and the rhythm will then be faster. Right? So on and so forth. Okay. But I want something slower, so let's try. Da, 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 da. Okay, and the rhythm is set. Now let's try playing. Okay. This is what I'm talking about. Oh, sorry. It's so fun to play. So I think this instrument can do a lot of things. If you just want to do something simple, you could just do this with the left hand. But if you want to up it a little bit, you could use your right hand to play a melody over it, like what I just did. There you go. Right, like so. But if you find that you want that, but you want your right hand to be involved, then all you need to do is just to press this button over here, which is called mode. Just press this, then it will go into that mode where it feels more like a guitar. So when you hold it, nothing happens. Or you gotta press something. Okay, and I gather that this looks kind of silly. And that's why I think they developed this different module, which is instead of having a keyboard like so, why not develop something that looks like a guitar? Looks like playing a guitar, and that's the pick module over here. So there's no connection or anything that you need to do. It's all powered via this connector, special connector that they have. I actually think it's kind of genius. So just put this in like so, and it will automatically be powered on. How cool is that? And now this becomes a guitar. Oh, sorry, I'm actually in the solo mode. So all I have to do is just to go back to the play and sing mode. There we go. Press the chord and play like a guitar. Okay, like so. Okay, if you want to use this, you cannot do it in the play and sing mode, but just press mode again and you're now... I do feel that it's a little bit more difficult to use, but if you're more talented than me, which I'm sure many of you are, I'm sure you can make a lot of music with this. So I'm gonna go back to the keyboard module, remove this, go back to the keyboard module. I want to show you one of my favorite functions over here. So let's go back to the app. Here you can see I'm on handbells. Let's go back to my favorite, the 古筝, traditional Chinese instrument. And you can go to the settings over here and you can go to the mixer. So what you can do with the mixer is you can adjust your volumes. For example, I want the global volume to be a little bit louder. And I want my solo to really stand out. So I'm going to push it up to higher. So now my solo melody can really stand out. I must say it's a little bit touch sensitive. Not only on volume, soft, loud, and you have that extra with that activates when you tap it with quite a bit of attack. it does have to be a little bit of force. So it does take a while to get used to, but I'm sure you can do a lot of things. So earlier I mentioned my favorite setting, and that is this one. So scroll down here, chord construction. You see that on the bottom right? Turn that on, press a chord. It tells you what the chord tones are. So you could try to land there. And I think that's what makes this such a great songwriting tool, or even an improvisational tool. I'll show you what I mean. Okay? Right? See, I've just come up with a melody just like that. Granted, of course, it's not the best melody, but it tells you where you might want to land or where you might want to start. Just start or land at the colored notes. There you go. Right? Isn't that magical? That's just chord tone. So by pressing it, I'm already hearing. It already tells me on the board what are the notes that make up that chord. Very, very cool. I really like this function. Let's go to music score over here, and that's where you have all the different songs that you can play. Okay, let's try So Sick. Okay, 6 minor. So here you can see it flashes. It tells you what to press. So I'm gonna press the 6, then go to the 4, go to the 2, and go to the 5. Okay, so it should be. Gonna change my answering machine. Oh, it's quite fast. Now that I'm alone, 'cause right now it seems that we can't come to the phone, and I know it makes no sense. What if this is too high for me? Can I adjust it? Oh, okay. So there we go. I can adjust it. But you're thinking the same, okay? Ooh, so low. So tired of tears, so done with wishes. You were still here. Said I'm so sick of love songs, so sad and slow. So why can't I turn off the radio? There we go. Like so. So you can play songs on the app itself, and I think that's just such a great learning tool. Swipe left to restart, swipe right to learn. What if I swipe right? Oh, swipe right to learn another song. So yeah, you can also go through the course. It can tell you all of what you need to do, step-by-step tutorial and a complete guide. And I love it when they have such a great support system and onboarding videos, because I think with such a tool like this, it does take a while, and with this CyberG, there's so many things that you can do with this, and I'm just very impressed, especially for the functions, like I mentioned earlier, you know, chord construction, all those is phenomenal. So here you can also see that on the chord pads itself, there is the middle section, but there is also the top section and the bottom section, and this happens on each of the chord pads over here. So what does this mean? This means that actually you can play not just one chord on each pad, but 3. There's the top part and the bottom part. So I'll show you on the app so you can see more clearly. So if you go ahead and go into the chord pad setting, you will be able to see that if I'm pressing the first chord like so, it's the middle part. But if I press the bottom and I press the top, those are all chords that I can customize. So let's try customizing one of the chords. I'm gonna go to this G over here. And already you can see there's so many types of chords that you can customize. And this CyberG App is the biggest library by far. I've played 2 other brands of smart guitars. This one has the most extensive library, and I'm just so happy to see this. So one common chord that we use in the key of C is G over B, and I'm going to customize it over here. So what is G over B? It just means it's a G chord with a B in the bass. So I'm just going to select that over here. It has slash chords even. That blows my mind. So good. So let's try. Oh, thank you! Finally, it has that sound. Because for the longest time, for many of the smart guitars, you cannot do that. But for this one, you can. How about A minor over G? Can we do that? Because then it will be so nice. It's like canon. Dum, 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 dum. So nice. In fact, it's not A minor over G. It's actually a E minor over G. Let me try that. E minor over G. Okay. And I'm going to go to F. Then I want to play C over E. So overcomplicating this a little bit, but let's see. Okay, let me try. How beautiful is that? Wow. Wow. I'm honestly quite blown away. This is the best chord library that I've seen, and very nice sounds as well. One thing that you can also do is to customize the lighting of the Cyber G. So here you can see there's no light, but if I go to my lighting options in the app, I click on ambient light, I can choose to have a mono color wherein the keyboard lights up like this. So there's a faint blue light over here. Or if you're more fancy, you can choose multicolor. Ta-da! Isn't that so beautiful? And what I want to demonstrate next to you is the drum setting. So for example, if you're playing a simple melody like so, you may find that it's a little bit boring. I'm gonna up the volume a little bit. Oh wait, let me try to do something even better. So I have my Bose amplifier over here, and what I love about the Cyber G is that it has a 1/4 inch output, right? So you could actually connect a 1/4 inch cable, or in this case, I have a wireless transmitter. So all I have to do is just to plug into it. I'm using an amplifier. So you could use this for busking or for performances very easily. I like that, but I'm looking for a little bit more. All you have to do is just to press this section over here, which is fill tap drum. After you set the tempo, 1, 2, 3, 4, you can start the drum beat by pressing this triangle over here. 2, 3, 4, go! Click it once again, you have end it nicely. So that's the drum beat. Very, very cool. Number 1, the library of chords that they have, different kinds of chords. Number 2, the library of sounds that they have, right? If I'm just gonna go to the solo mode, you can see that was piano, they have flute, and they have many other, even square wave. And number 3 is just this unique keyboard. Right, very, very cool. Alright, so I'm running out of time here, but I want to take you through what's in the package. So when you open up the package, you get this nice bag over here, and it actually comes with the neck packed separately. So when the guitar is off, like so, you actually do need to press this button over here, detach the neck. Right, there's a nice pouch over here that you can just slide the neck into. Okay, you get some packaging. You also get some stickers to stick on your guitar if you want to do that. And you just get a very nice compartment over here that you can put the guitar in. And of course, the guitar does fold down to a smaller size like so. So you can just put that in over here. And there's a nice protective layer. And just close it up. And go! Very, very nice. They also have a couple of other cool accessories. CyberG Smart Guitar Base. That's what this looks like. It looks like so. So you can really just put your guitar like this. Like so. And just put it on the floor. It's quite a nice display piece actually. Or a balancing act if you so wish. And I really advocate this because if you put your guitar somewhere where you can easily just grab it and play, then the chances of you playing it are that much higher. Now, last but not least, if you're not already impressed by the CyberG, they have one more trick up their sleeve. A microphone, a wireless microphone, because this is already a speaker. If you're looking to play and get your voice amplified together with what you're playing, this is what the microphone looks like. And it just has a USB-C at the end for charging. Now when you turn it on, it's already turned on. Let's go back to the app over here. You can see that it's really connected. Wow! And I'm so sick of love songs, so sad and slow. Of course you do need to, but this is so cool because now you can actually sing together with your friends, and this can be quite loud, right? This can be quite loud. Why not just amplify your voice like so? And when you go into the app, this is where it's cool. Go into the microphone over here. You can actually set the volume of the microphone. Say you want it to be super loud, or if your friend is very soft, it's really feeding back now. And if you want reverb, wow, hey, you can choose the kind of reverb that you want as well. Or you want just no reverb, like so. Vinyl, test 1, 2, wow, you can have like different kinds of reverbs. Bathroom. So very, very cool. I like this quite a lot, and it's a little bit gimmicky, but I think when you're just with friends or family, you're not using this for like performances on stage or anything, it can work out very, very well. And instead of going to the karaoke, why not bring this to your next gathering with friends or family and have a lot of fun? What if you're just one person like me and I cannot hold this and sing at this? Oh, can I? I cannot. And they made this. Can you believe it? This is like a microphone that you can hook on your ear. It looks like so. There we go. I need to turn it on. It's now turned on. Hook it. Of course, this is maybe not as sensitive. For love songs, so tired of tears, so done with wishes. You were still here. Said I'm so sick of love songs, so sad and slow. So why can't I turn on the radio? Voila! Just like that. And you can already play and sing. How incredible is this? And if you are interested to check out this guitar, you can click the link in the description below. That is an affiliate link, so you'll be supporting the channel. Alright, so that's it for the CyberG guitar. Thank you so much for checking out this guitar with me, and I hope you enjoyed this video as much as I enjoyed making it for you. So see you in the next video. Bye bye.